guys, so here we are back with our canvases. They're dry now, for the most part. So I couldn't wait any longer. I had to do something. So what I did here was I grabbed some, this is gonna be our canvas, and we're just gonna paint and see where we go. Okay, how about that? And I got some cerulean blue, titanium white, Mars black, bright yellow, and scarlet here. And we're going to take our canvas and we're going to paint the sky. Get it a little wet, just a little bit, so the paint can spread. Okay, here we go. Let's dive right into this. Let's see what we're going to do. So this is our canvas. And we're going to paint something on this canvas here. And we're going to see where it takes us. Okay. Get my little pink brush out of there. Okay. And delve right into this. Okay. And then I'm going to clean that off. Let's see. We're going to take, it's going to be like our sky. Okay. We're going to clean that off, and we're going to take our scarlet red here. And we're just going to flip this around. And I'm going to do this side. See how I'm doing that? Oh, yeah. It's going to be red. Let's see. I'm going to take some of this red here and just move it around. Take some of that yellow and make a nice little, maybe like a orange color. What color would that make? Yeah, it's more like an orange, isn't it? That's an orange. Kind of blend it in with that one. Oh yeah. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got a yellow right there. Okay. Get some more in there. Let's put it right above here. Okay. How's that looking? Almost like a kind of a low sun there. Let's see. Gotta have this in there. I like sunsets and sunrises. There we go. And we're just gonna kind of see. I like these colors. They're really warm, and this kind of reminds me of some type of sky. Okay, so we're gonna clean our brush off here with our handy dandy paper towels. And I just reused some that were really not that saturated with paint. Okay, and that's what I used. Let's clean our brush off a little bit. I'm gonna come in with the white. My desk is kind of crowded. I think I'm gonna go here. Let's do some white right in here. Okay, let's do some white. Okay. Kind of give it a 3 colors here. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Get that going. Okay, I think I got the white in there. And let's see, what else do I want to do? Let's see. Probably throw a little blue in here. Kinda get that nice and blended. Just a little bit. It's not, I mean, it doesn't have to be super duper perfect or anything, but just kind of take some blue here and whoop, might want to take a little bit of white so it looks like it's kind of fading down in there. What do you guys think? Got the darker sky, and then we got a little bit of a lighter sky, and it's kind of blended in. What you guys think? That looks sky-ish, don't it? Yeah. Just kind of work it in there. Okay. I'm gonna flip it back around. All right, and then let's see. Let's see. I think I want to give him a little bit of a little black. Maybe too much black. Way too much black. Okay. Let me rinse that off there. Okay. Take some red. Mix that together. Okay. A little bit of. Okay. I'm just going to throw in some clouds. Kind of evening clouds. Okay. And just kind of, you know, play with red and black. Get like this dark burgundy looking color. And just play with that for right now. And see if you can. And I take my flat brush here and I just kind of make little lines and kind of scrape it. Because you know how sometimes clouds look like they're scattered about. And that's what I'm doing here. And just kind of imagine what clouds look like and just play around with that. Play around with some of these colors. Maybe towards the bottom there, we can do like more of a yellow, red, and black color. And get like kind of a burgundy-ish color. And just play around with this line here. And just kind of, it's kind of your skyline. Okay, just kind of bring it out. This is your, like, you know how it just kind of fades. And just kind of throw out your, bring the sky together. Okay. Yeah, some, it's just kind of floating, you know. This is what it looks like. Like the clouds are floating. And it looks kind of scattered and, you know, gathered in certain places, but just pretty much scattered around. Some of them is kind of, let's see, sun is setting. I have a lot of yellow in here, but I really want that yellow to be over in the west side of the sky. So I might color that back up. Anyway, I'm just gonna, let's get some more color off of that. That it almost look like a mauve. Mauve. All right, I'm gonna go in with this yellow. Just kind of really give it a little bit of glow. And since it's not cooperating with me, my sun is right there. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna darken this bad boy up right in here. Okay, I'm just kind of move it to the side. Kind of stretch out that yellow. Kind of give it a little bit of raise. Give some raise. I'm going to take our, I'm going to let that rest. I'm going to take like this kind of brush. I'm going to take some white. Okay. I'm going to kind of give that sun a little bit of white glow to it. It's not quite down yet, but it's getting there. Okay, need to re-up on some pints here. Get some more weights. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. All right, guys, so let's see. Let's take some time. Let's find some more red. I'm gonna go in with some red. Okay, and then I'm gonna re-up on some yellow. I think I want to do some yellow here. Okay, and I think I'm good on that. And let's see. Just kind of give an image here. Let's see, what can we do? What can we do? I think I want to play, let's see, with this red. Let's see what we're gonna do. I think I want to go here and here. Just do a lot of red here. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna keep going and keep it going. Let's see. Okay, and let's see. Got that going off that way. That's going off that way. Let's go down this way a little bit more. There we go. Okay. There we go. And then let's see what else we're gonna do. Let's get this yellow and this red a little bit mixed together. And let's see what we're gonna do here. I want an orange. I think that's what I'm looking for. Let's see. Can we achieve that color? No, we're not, but I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do this thing. We're gonna take, let's see here. let's see. Okay. Let's see. Trying to think. Let's get technical. Let's see. Not too technical. A little technical. Okay. All right. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get some more red. I think I'm gonna change my brush and I'm going to let that one soak. I think I'm gonna get a detail brush. Something maybe like not too thin. Maybe something like this. It's a little bit more thinner than. Just get that a little wet, and then I'm gonna take this red here. I'm gonna take this down just a little bit, and let's see. Let's mess around with this here, and I'll take some. Oops, puppy dog is ready to go outside. Hold on. Here we go. We're going to take our little detail brush here. Get that cleaned off. And we're going to take our black. And we're going to make like little lines. Like little lines. Little lines. Little lines. Okay. And kind of slide it down there. I'm just going to make it appear that it's connected to something. And okay. And we're going to do something like this. Okay. Okay, there we go. And we're gonna make a basket of this. I'm gonna make like this brown color. Brown, it's a coming. And then I'm just kind of paint that in there. We'll get that taken care of. This is just something to get the paint on, okay? This gives you a nice picture of what I'm going for, okay? And then we're gonna go to this way, right? And then we're gonna go another one. Let's see, what about, let's go up and around, okay? And just kind of go up and around, okay? All right, and now we're going to take some lines and we're going to bring it down. You can get like a thinner brush to make these lines. In fact, I think that would make sense since this one's obviously have way too much space. Hold on, let me get a thinner brush. I got a really thin one. Okay. There we go. Okay. And we're just going to keep doing that until we got the image of a hot air balloon. Okay. And you can make it as elaborate as you want. Okay. You don't even have to make it elaborate. You do you, boo. All right, and then we got that. We got a kind of a bootleg hot air balloon. Can you believe it? I need to go grocery shopping. Anyway, let's see. Let's put these colors up in here, okay? You probably want to wait till it dries, but I'm not. Let's get that one. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fill in these little spaces here. And that's, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Are you guys thinking about anything for this weekend? Like going to a festival or anything like that? Me, myself, I'm gonna be actually in a festival because I'm serving my chicken. Did I say that already? I feel like I said that. Anywho, jeez Louise. Let's see. I might have to talk over my video. Okay. A lot of yellow left. I really overdid it with the yellow. Wow. Okay, and I have some blues too. I think there's some yellow. Can go try to put this much yellow out here. Oops, that's not right. Okay, let's do here. Okay, I'm gonna turn it green. You know, they have all kinds of colors, right? Hot air balloons. Don't they have a lot of colors? Okay. I think that's gonna be fun. Let's do this one. Just kind of getting rid of this paint here. Do you see how your painting thing came to a canvas? Now you have a little canvas here. Isn't that cute? You took some old paper towels, glued it down, and now you got a whole nother picture. Look at that. Aren't you creative? Look at that. See? You said you couldn't do it. I knew you could. And you can have this bad boy. You can hang it up. Do what you want to with your painting. Don't hide it either. Don't be sneaky and try to hide it. Don't hide it. This is you. And you know what? It's stress relief, so I know you're happy to do it. know you was. You don't even have to tell me. All right, so we're gonna do this here. Got a lot of. I've never actually ever in my entire life been in a hot air balloon, and I wouldn't. That's just me. I like them. I think they're the coolest things ever. But will I ever be in one? No, no, I will not. I'm not scared of heights. I don't have vertigo. There's nothing really wrong. I don't have any kind of fears or anything like that. So I'm trying to say. And I just don't have a desire to go on one. I like the way they look from on the ground. You know, I just think they're really cool. And I really like them. I like the nostalgia ones. And that's neat. I think it's kind of fun. Let's see. I'll put it over here. And you guys, look at what we did. I mean, drew a hot air balloon. How many times, how many times have you drew a hot air balloon? I don't draw them, ever. That's just me. I don't know if I colored that one, but this one's getting some black. Or whatever this color is. I don't think that's black. This is a combination of all of them. Okay. These are my paints here. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to do with these here paints. We got these colors coming out. And we're just going to use up. It's going to be one of those types of hot air balloons that just got all kinds of colors in there. Okay, how about that? That sound good? Let's do it. I think I got all the colors, don't I? All right, there we go. There's our hot air balloon. Just rinse your paintbrushes out. Let's see. You want to do another one in the, maybe we can just tidy up this one instead of making it look like, dang. Let's get some life. Let's get a little, you know, some sunshine kind of on there. Kind of get a little rays, because this got some sunshine in it. All right. I think that's it. How about that? Got a hot air balloon. You want to draw one in the distance, like over here? Let's make that one over here. They're kind of shaped like a light bulb, aren't they? Kind of like the upside down light bulb. I mean, upside down. A light bulb. I think we'll just put one in the distance. It's gonna be kind of yellowish, but it's gonna be kind of faded. I kind of want it faded. I don't want it. So I want to kind of make it into the dark, into the background. Okay. Didn't like that bright yellow like that. Anyway, okay. We'll let that set, and then we're gonna make like a little basket. Kind of give it a sort of a distance look if we don't put as many details on there, right? Okay. And we're gonna make it into like, let's get a detail brush. Gotta make it into like a little, like a miniature hot air balloon. And this is gonna have like a green undertone. Okay. And I'm gonna draw the lines. This is not dry, so really felt like that just didn't look like a hot air balloon, did it? Oh, well, just me? I don't know. Didn't feel like it was. But you fix it the way you fix it the way you can do it. I'm doing it like this because this is how I could do it. How about that? That's right. We all just do what we do. Okay. And then if you're not happy with it, just start over. It's not gonna, look, guys, this, remember, this is used paper towels. Okay. Right? Okay. This is not like something you had to go out and spend money on, you know? So let's not be hard on ourselves. Let's not do that. Okay? Let's not do that. Anyway, I get quiet because I've run out of things to say. I don't know what to talk about. I mean, you know, let's see. What is there? It's about to start raining. And I still haven't made it to the store yet. Oh, I'm so excited to get to go out in the rain. I love rain. I do. I know. All right, so in the distance, hold on. I think I'm going to use this bigger brush. And I'm going to take this and put a little color. We ain't going to get too technical. Okay? Because this one's in the distance. I made it way too big, but still, it's in the distance. That's what we're going for. Okay? And if you have any reds, let's throw in a little blue. That's gonna make like this pretty purple color, I think. Maybe it makes it like this. Let's see. What color is that? It's more like a whatever color that is. Gray. There it is. I can't see over there. All right. Okay. Got a gray basket over here. All right. There it is. I feel like this one needs to come out a little bit more. Anyway, you make your balloon. You make your balloon. And you work on it until you're happy with it. Okay? Okay? Because that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on it until I'm happy with it. So you make your balloon as elaborate as you want. If not, keep it moving. So what else you want to add to this? Some birds. Let's do that. Let's add some, just throw some M's up in the sky. That'll be cute. Okay. I'm going to take my flat brush. I'm just going to kind of go around here. And make my basket look better. There we go. There we go. I'm happy now. There we go. Okay. All right. What I'm going to do is take some white and just kind of outline some things. Okay. Remember, this is your basket. Okay. Your hot air balloon. I don't know why I said basket, but that's that. Okay. I'm gonna take some birds, take some black paint. I'm just gonna throw in a couple of little birdies. Just kind of, there we go. See? And that's it. And there's your little painting. Okay. Shoot. Now the birds is all up around everybody in them booms. Have fun with that. But this is your painting, okay? Take your brush. There we go. Get you some black paint. White paint, black paint, white paint, anything that's gonna stand out. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna make sure you're not using where you're gonna clip this at. You want it on your board, and you just put your initials. Okay. Okay. And ooh. And then a little apostrophe, and then your number, year. It's 2026. So I got 26 on mine. There we go. You made something today. You did it your way. You had fun, and there is your painted paper. I ruined my song. Hold on. Your painted paper towels. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. Here's your paper towels. Here's your hot air balloons. There's your clouds. There's your sky. And there is the hot air balloons. You know what I'm going to do? Don't hot air balloons usually have like a little fire up in there to make it go? Let's see. See if I can salvage some of this yellow. What does it come down like this? Doesn't go up like that. Something like that, guys. Okay. Let me go over here to this little yellow fire. There we go. Kind of give it a glow. Kind of give it a glow. And then this one, kind of give it a glow. Uh-oh. Oop. There we go. Is that how it goes? Kind of give it a glow. There we go. How about that, guys? That look okay? Woohoo! There is our hot air balloons with our painted paper towels, our waste paper towels. We'll let this dry, and then we're going to come back and we're going to trim all that excess stuff off of there. And then we got our little portrait we can put up on the wall. You can frame it. You can do whatever you want to. You can clip it up and make little cards out of them and send people, you know, do whatever you want to. But this is your painting. This is what you did. This is what your fun day was on this Whimsicle Wednesday. Yay! Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's painting with me. Having, you know, doing what you can with what you got, using stuff that we was going to throw in the trash anyway, and just making something pretty out of it. And then that way it don't go in the landfill, go up in your yard. You can do whatever you want to, sell it. But we did our project for today. Our background, we added some we did some painting, we did some pasting, we did some coloring, and we did, you know, we did it today. And that's what we're going to do with our paint. You can do whatever you want to with yours, but I just wanted to show you that you can make a canvas out of anything. It doesn't have to be something bought. You can, like we did today, glue your paper towels down. You could glue your painted papers together. You can make a canvas out of wherever you want. If you have bags, if you have cardboard, you can make a canvas out of it. You just use your imagination, have fun, and enjoy life. Take care. I will see you next time. Hopefully, doing something tomorrow, but if not, I know I'm going to be really busy, but if I can, I will. If I can't, I'll see you next time. Take care. Keep climbing higher and higher and higher with your creativity. Take care, guys. All right, my dearies, here we go. We got another painting sections with our painted paper towels, and this is now dry, so it's just following a series of what we can do with our refuse. So I just have my leftover paint from the last one, from the hot air balloons. Okay, so I have a lot of paint left, so what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to play with the colors I have right now. And we're just gonna make a cute little painting. And we're gonna do it, let's see, I'm gonna go, let's see, I think I want something coming down this way, huh? That seems like a good idea. So we're gonna go like this. And oh, you know what? I'm gonna need a bunch more paint, so. And I'm going to work with my black and whites today. Okay, all right. And that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna do a whole lot of black and a whole lot of white. Okay, that's and I don't know what I was thinking with this brush. I think I'm gonna go get my flat brush. Here we go. We're just gonna play with the flat brush, and I'm gonna play with black and white. And I'm gonna do this black and white right in here. Sometimes you can play with 2 colors. Sometimes you can play with multiple colors. Doesn't matter. You can play with how many other colors you want to. I'm gonna play around with this gray and white and black. I'm gonna spray this here. I'm just kind of give it a little movement. There we go. This movement's so much better. It was bothering me there for a second. But It's not bothering me no more. There we go. See how your painty paper is now a canvas? You know it's texture there, right? You know it's texture there, but who knows what's underneath it, you know? Might need a lot more black and white. See? Never even know that this was paper towels. You wouldn't know. Don't even try it. And as we're getting out, get some more dark. Okay. Make sure I get my brush saturated when I'm working. Here. This is getting darker as it gets out this way. Right? Because this is deeper into the shadows. The shadows. The shadows. Alright, guys. Okay, and so let's see. Just kind of mess around. Use all of your paint, okay? We'll use all of our paint. All of our waste paint, okay? That's what we're doing. We're using all of our waste paint. We're gonna get all of these colors just taken care of, okay? Well, I'll probably feel this other side here is going to be too late. See how it's kind of fading? All right, here goes the more black. Let me find me black. Find some more black here. Okay. I'm getting me some more black. There we go. We got some more black. All right. And we're gonna get this side over here dark. Okay. See that? Would have never even known, would you? Okay. Okay, guys, are you happy with this? Let's see, what can we do? Okay. All right. There we go. Got plenty of black here. There we go. And make sure our white is pretty bright. We want our white as bright as possible. Okay, we're gonna dip that off. We're gonna get a nice clear area for our white. Because we want this part bright. So I'm gonna take this brush now. Okay, and then I'm going to take my white, which I dipped off the side there. Get it nice and saturated. I'm just going to kind of work this area. Just gonna, okay. And let it fade off into, but we just really want this area white, okay? Right in here. Okay. Nice and bright, okay? Okay. Dry that. Get that off of there. And then we're just going to take the brush that we've been using, the little flat brush. And we're going to do like this blending thing. Get a little wet and just blend it. There we go. Just kind of blend as much as you can. We want that light to kind of fade. You know, kind of. I think that's what's happening here. Feels like this is more. There we go. See how it's working out? Hopefully it works out for me. Okay. All right. Okay. How does that look? Does it look like it's kind of fading? Or it feels like it's kind of really gradiating. Okay. Just really work it out. Take a little water. Saturate your colors. And just kind of blend them to their, how you want it. You know what I mean? Kind of want that light coming out a long way. Because what we're going to do now that our canvas is done with that, we'll let that dry. And meanwhile, while that's drying, we're going to hunt down some like thin brushes, you know, like my detail brushes. But we're going to practice on, we're going to find which sides that we're going to use. And meantime, I'm going to work on drying that off and then getting some brushes. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So now we got, do a circle here. I've run out of black. So I have to use Painter's Gray. So this is going to be a head. That's what this circle is. And then we're just going to kind of okay. Okay. And we're just kind of drawing the body here. Okay. Draw it all the way down. Can you see that? Can you see this? I'm going to draw some hips because I'm a hip girl. You know, I don't have hips. I wish I did, but that's what she's going to have. Okay. And so she's, you know, going to have these. I think I'm going to put some more color in her, but I think that this sort of shadowy, like, feeling kind of feels interesting. And let's see how it works out here. You gotta remember, let's see, she had a too long torso, so let's bring her out this way and this way. A lot of this is her dress too, so no worries. And I love her. I love her. Like, there we go. There we go. Okay. I'm not trying to spend too much time, but let's take her dress out this way. And I like the way she kind of fades. And I like, let's see. What else do I like? Kind of draw out this way. There we go. See how she kind of, there we go. Throw it out this way. All right. She's gonna have a kind of a crown, but her hair is gonna be out there. Cause she knows she's gonna have an afro. Oh yeah. Catch that afro, baby. Catch that out. She's gonna have it kind of a split afro too. I'll just throw, you know, I'm gonna throw something in there. But I like the way this brush is making it look really textured. Don't it look textured? And that's gonna be, I just threw a lot of paint down, so there we go. Mess around with it. It's gonna be the back of her head. I think I'm gonna make this the back of her head. There we go. Okay. Her hair's just gonna keep going down. There we go. There we go. Oh, how cute. Okay. And then there. Okay. And that's her hair. I'm gonna let this all dry. And I'm gonna come back with some different colors to kind of, but she's kind of in a like shadow. And that's kind of what I want. I really need to find some dark colors, because this painter's gray kind of really, I mean, it's nice, don't get me wrong. It just feels like it's blending in too much for me. You know what I mean? Just feels like it's blending in way too much. Anyway, what do you think? All right, let's see. All right. I'm thinking, forgive me, I think I'm gonna try to fight some more of this here tube of black. I've been fighting with it, but I don't want to. Oh, it got a little something with it. Maybe if I hold it upside down, it'll work better. Okay. All right. There we go. All right, let's see. So now we got her little arms. Okay. Okay. And then do the same thing from this side. I'm just going to kind of go over this. As much as I can. Okay. Okay, y'all see that? All right. Okay. And okay. Okay. Let's see. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this dry and then I'll be right back.